After years of rumors, analyzing conspiracy theories, and hoping for a next venture into the wasteland, fans of post-apocalyptic RPGs finally got their hands on Fallout 4. Bethesda's newest sandbox was probably the most hyped title of 2015, and the sales reflect that accordingly. However, the title seems to be polarizing its audience. Some claim the newest Fallout is a great title, while others feel greatly disappointed by its simplicity and numerous flaws. Does Bethesda's newest AAA game qualify as a title worthy of the legendary series?
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Girl, have you come to the wrong place? My loving days have long since passed.
First things first, what is an RPG without a great story? Well, it's something like Fallout 4. Similarly to Fallout 3, we are treated to a fish-out-of-water story motivated by a search for a missing relative. As in the previous Fallouts, some quests are their own exceptional tales and many a time provide bizarre or entertaining stories. The plot, however, leaves much to be desired, filled with fetch quests and other repetitive activities. Every once in a while, you'll be amazed, only to get bored again, with a task accompanied with a been there done that kind of feeling. The questing is further spoiled by simplistic dialogues and a lack of a karma system or any reaction whatsoever of the world to our more questionable acts. Like Mass Effect's Commander Shepard, we are the good guy, even if we try our best at being a sarcastic sociopath. It's weird that Fallout takes a step back compared to 2011's New Vegas, where that element was one of the game's strongest points. In other words, after the engaging and intriguing dialogues of Witcher 3, Fallout 4 feels like an unfinished product for a casual gamer. Character progression is also certain to raise some eyebrows. The special system isn't so special anymore. Most of the perks don't really affect the gameplay, and despite our choices, the game is very forgiving. It doesn't matter whether we like computers or lockpicks, we'll enter the sealed room anyway. Worst of all, no matter if you are a hacker or a sweet talker, your playthroughs will be much alike. Nevertheless, shooting is more fun than it ever was in the post-apocalyptic franchise, and the VAT system works like a dream. Through majority of the game, the recent Fallout plays like Borderlands, but it doesn't matter. Scavenging the wasteland and shooting our way through bandit outposts is a lot of fun. If you weren't born yesterday, you've probably heard that Bethesda's games are known for beautifully varied and enjoyable worlds that are unfortunately scarred by glitches. This statement is not far from the truth once again, as the Commonwealth, aka Boston, despite being littered with horrible glitches, is a magnificent place to explore. You can point to a random direction, grab a shotgun, and accompanied by a dog, or one of a dozen available companions, embark on a quest to write your own Mad Max kind of story. The beautiful and deadly world of Fallout 4 is a shining example of exploration done right, as despite the game's many hiccups, we couldn't stop playing, only to see what's around the corner and what loot may we find in the next location. Apart from that, the game puts a greater focus on crafting than ever before. Being able to build our own base and mod our equipment adds a lot of playtime and allows for player creativity in ways no Fallout has before. Hoarding junk in the game world finally has some sense to it, as various objects will help us in building crazier weapons or more sturdy furniture. So think twice before you sell that concrete and those light bulbs. Despite this element being just okay, we wouldn't think twice about exchanging it for a better story or more complex dialogues. Even now, we are under the impression that Bethesda has focused more on that than on other elements typical to Fallout, as if to appeal to a younger audience that is addicted to Minecraft. Last but not least comes Fallout look and sound. The sound specifically is something to marvel at. Diamond City Radio helps the mood sink in with pre-war classics, while the original score, emphasizing the destruction and misery of the nuclear holocaust, sends shivers down our spine, and fills the game more with a sense of hope and wonder. The sound taken from the main theme that plays after completing a quest makes even the dullest of fetch quests seem epic, and fills us with a sense of accomplishment in a way. While the wasteland looks great and the landscapes make us turn to the distance every once in a while, the overall quality of the graphics is disappointing. Aside from glitching textures, poor physics, weak facial animation, frame rate drops, and other issues, the graphics quality is overall 2 steps behind modern standards. It's sad that such an amazing art style of the world and some great location designs are weakened by graphics of lower standards. Lucky for the PC audience, Fallout 4 is yet to shine once modders get their hands on it.
And make your mark on the world. So, what do you say?
I don't know.
It's a big decision, so I understand your hesitation.
In conclusion, Fallout 4 most of the time feels like Fallout 3.5. It isn't a bad game, to be perfectly honest. It's a fun yet flawed casual sandbox with RPG elements that wants to be taken seriously as an RPG. If it was an entirely different IP, we would take back some of the criticism and focus on the addictive exploration and fun shooting. But it's a Fallout game, and a bad one at that. It's sad to see Bethesda take several steps back, ignore the series' RPG roots, and kill its depth, considering the fact that previous Fallouts had better dialogues, character development, and more consequences to our actions. We hope that Fallout 4 is only a transitioning point in the series' history, and Bethesda will get back in shape soon. As it stands now, Fallout 4 is a bit disappointing for the series fans, but can still be fun to newcomers and those less hardcore RPG fanatics. Overall, Fallout 4 is a fun, yet mediocre game. Certainly better than Fallout 3, but as an RPG, it's outclassed by Fallout 2 and New Vegas in nearly every possible way, so keep that in mind once you pick it up. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to GamePressure.
Let's go, pal.